Hi, welcome back. It's Darren Bernard of Poor Boys Crafts. Come to you. We're making that mountain. Last time I left you, we had put some gray paint, light granite on some of the parts of the wall, and we'd put some ceramic on the bottom here to hide the little indentation we had there to kind of smooth it down here, and it is dried. We got the granite on here. Today we're going to put some dark granite on the bulbous areas up here at the top, and we're going to do some painting around here. We're going to paint this black. Remember, if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It is free. There is no cost to it, so go ahead and subscribe, and then share it with all your friends, and we'll get known out there, and everybody will like us, and we'll have some fun here. So let's start off by going ahead and painting this black. You don't need to sand this, but you can sand it if you want to. This is hard enough that you can sand it if you want to, but this is smooth enough. We're not going to have to sand it. Excuse me. I'm going to use my black, but I found some small bottles of black here, so I'm going to finish these up, and I'm going to paint this. I think there's some more black in these. Yeah, there's a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and empty these bottles out, and yeah, there's some black. I'm going to go ahead and paint all this down here. Get that done so it's drying before we do the rest of the painting. Alright, we got that painted black, and I don't know if you remember on the last one, I'd made a mistake in the back on the granite, but I went ahead and painted that black as well, fixed that mistake. Okay, now we're going to go with the, I got some dark granite. Of course, I always use the Apple Barrel paint. No, they don't, they're not affiliated with me or nothing, but I give them a shout out because that is some good paint. Apple Barrel, you can get it at Walmart for 50 cents a bottle. That is really good paint. Go ahead and get you some of that. That is awesome. But I'm going to paint these bulbous areas here a dark granite. So we'll go ahead and, now like I said, these are my color schemes. And this is your art project, so you can do it any which way you want to. You can draw any kind of color scheme you want out of it and do it whatever. I mean, if you want to call it pink and purple, you know, go for it. That's a good thing about art. It's any way you want it, anyhow you want it. So, whichever way works for you, works for you. I'm going to go ahead and this should be a really good color for these bulbous areas that stick out. I guess I'll paint this one and go around and paint all of them. Okay, we got all the granite gray, all the bulbous areas painted. I went all the way around the whole thing. Anything that stuck out, I went ahead and painted. Now we're going to take the same granite gray, and I'm going to outline all of the light gray. Real simple. Just kind of take a brush stroke around all the light gray. And I might go further, like around here like this. You know, I'll just go as I feel. I'll let the paintbrush decide where it wants to go. And I'll go around all of the light granite. Alrighty, we got the gray all on there. I kind of went all over the place. Kind of like I said, just kind of outlined all the light gray, or all the light granite. So now I want on my base here, I want a creek. So I'm going to come up here because like I said, up in here we got this meteor that drove into here, and I got, in my world, I actually have a spring up here. So I'm going to have the spring coming out the side here, coming down the mountainside and flowing into a creek. So I'm going to do a little bit of carving.
That was noisy.
Just to make it Look like a spring coming out of the mountainside. Like I said, it's just a small stream, but we'll have it coming down. Just like this. We'll have a waterfall down here. We'll have it follow this ravine right here. Have it coming down this. I'm going to leave as much as the original as possible. There we go. Cut into here. There we go. It'll cascade down to here. Right into here. Kind of make a pool for it right here. There we go. We'll open it up to a bigger rain here. And then we'll do the rest with hot glue. Now my hot glue gun is ready. Where's my box of Alrighty, Santa Claus was good to me this year. I got me a big bag of rocks. Actually, you can get these at Dollar Tree for $1.25. Really good here. But these, we're going to use these to line our little pond and our waterfall here. But first of all, we're going to take our gun, and I kind of outlined it. Now, I don't want my pond here. I mean, I just want a little pond. I don't want it to dominate the area, so I kind of just brought it around. If you can see these marks that I just made with my gun alone, just brought it around and come around to the side. Now, if you want it to dominate your area, make it a little bit bigger and then bring it around to the center. That'll put it to the center, and that's the first thing people will see, and that'll dominate your motif. But I don't want it to dominate, so I'm just pulling it over to the side. But now what I'm going to do with the gun, I'm not going to put any glue down. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to follow. There, what I'm doing is melting my base. I'm going to bring that in, and I'm going to lowering it. Just by melting the base. Now I'm only going to lower, it's only lowering it about 1/8 of an inch. That 1/8 of an inch is going to be important. As you know, a creek or a pond or whatever is always kind of lower than the surrounding area. See how I'm doing that? Like I said, I'm not adding any glue. I'm just moving a hot gun across foam board. That's all I'm doing. And that'll lower, like I said, it kind of just heats up that foam board. Just kind of melts it. Just like that. It just lowers it and gives it a little bit of a watery vibe, you know, kind of running water. Now, you can do the same up here, but I don't think it's going to do as good. But is what we will do, we'll start up here. I might have to scoot it up some. And I'm going to put a bead of glue down the sides of everywhere that I cut out. Just a slight bead. Making sure that it's not running. It's going to give some buildup. Gotta put a glue in. Now, I put some marks here so I can make a build up going into my into there. There we go. Now inside this, we're going to want it to run to make it look like water. So let it fall down there. Now if it works like I think it will, it'll follow the crevices. My gun ain't got hot enough with the new glue. There we go. Now it's just going. And I need another glue stick. Down here we'll have to go. And that should look like water when I get her painted. As long as I ain't got too many bulbs in it. Now, for my rocks. I'll place a couple up top. Right by the opening. I thought about putting them all the way down it, but really, on a mountainside, would you have rocks all the way down a hillside? I don't know. But I do know probably at the flat areas, like right here, would have some rocks. Like I said, and this is my rendition of it. Am I right? Am I wrong? Hey, it's mine. I can do what I want. So, that's what I like about art. Okay. Oh. But I think that's netting. I'm going to have to find something else besides this netting here. That's for certain. I think I'm going to put one. Nope, doesn't quite fit there. Well, we'll put some rocks along here and gather that out, but we'll do that in our next video because we are at the 15-minute mark, and we'll get this thing done and we'll get the rest painted up and we'll get her looking good. So we'll see you in the next video. But till then, have a good day and peace out.